sour. Caddy runs wide out onto the sand there, loses a lot of places.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Drivers Room Sunday League Season 5 Round 3 Tier 1. Today we are at Alsace Village 2 in the Toyota FT1 Group X Vision GTs in the Wipeout liveries from the Wipeout game and not the Wipeout show. The TV show, and yeah, I think this could be a very good race. So let's get down to the grid and see where everyone qualified in today's race. Starting off in pole, we have Cartman Bra in a monster livery, so he has already broken the rules. He always breaks the rules, Cartman. We have Gary in second. Linusy in third, Ricey in fourth, Drift King Alex, Too Fast, John William Egan, Lol Power, Mr. Driver's Room, Manginio, Speed 140, and Mickey. So let's see how this race goes. Alright, we're about to get the show started. So just waiting for the green light, and we do have an overtake button as well in these cars. Sorry for the pop. And we're off for round 3. Looking like a good start from Cartman. Gary also seems to be very strong. These cars are temperamental compared to their GR3 brother or Group 3 brother, as we see Gary moving up to first. Don't know where Gary gets his speed from, but yeah. He is definitely one of the strongest and fastest racers among us. But Cartman is definitely a challenge for everyone else, as we see Ricey up into third. So he's had a good start. Lioness is all the way back to fourth. About to be passed by Alex. Oh, as we see Alex slightly knocks Nessie off. Just look at how slidey these things are. They're so temperamental. Compared to their Group 3 brother, these cars, like all the other Group X cars, they just don't have any downforce. Even though they have that big damn wing and the big splitter and all that, they just don't have enough downforce to keep themselves on track. It's very difficult. I've driven this thing before and it is a monster. It does have a hybrid, so that's a big difference between the X and the Group 3. And we see Cartman is chasing Gary. Well, let's go down the field. We have Alex in 5th, we have Mung in 6th, just in front of Lol Power and Too Fast. on there. I haven't played a Wipeout game in ages, so I don't really know all of the Wipeout liveries. I did play the first one, but that is about 20 years ago, so don't really remember so much. As we see Mercer going off. And he gets a 1.5-second penalty for just going off. Great system, penalty system that Gran Turismo has. But I guess we all know that from before. As we go back to Cartman and Gary, looks like Gary has carved himself a little gap down to Cartman. Look at the sparks. Ricey still in third, just in front of Nessie and Alex. Alex has to confine himself quite a bit to not start drifting. I know he's called the Drift King, but he's got to keep his car under control. Mung is moving away from the guys behind. Pulsar livery. I think Pulsar was one of the better ships in Wipeout. But then again, it's been ages since I played a game like that, so I'm really rusty on what type of ship was the better one to use. But they do fly at around 800-900 kilometers an hour, and that's just awesome. Maybe it's even faster than that. I really don't remember. As we see, whoa! Just look at low power struggling to keep that car on track, fishtailing all over the place. Like I said, the downforce is not the greatest in the Group X. Too Fast is starting to catch up a little bit with Mung again. Mung's going defensive into turn 1, turn 1, 2, and 3. As we see, Power is just all over the place, struggling to keep that monster under control. We got John and Mickey coming up behind. Probably going to be very eager to get past at this point. Oh, Speed. Sorry, it was Speed, not Mickey. Mickey's just in front of Mercer. After his little unfortunate mistake. But it does happen. As we see, Gary hasn't been able to break away from Cartman all that much yet. Cartman's still keeping up. It's going to be a race of attrition, I think, at this point, between the two in front. As we see Ricey in front of Nessie. Nessie is starting to catch up on Ricey though. Will Nessie go for a move into the last turn? And looks like Ricey holds the Loch Ness Monster behind for another go. Look at the fuel that's been used already. 5 laps and half the tank is gone. So the Group X FT1 is definitely quite thirsty compared to the cars we've had over the past 2 weeks. Nessie and Alex just chasing down Ricey. Good to see Ricey in back in shape, back in form. But I don't think Ricey's going to be able to keep Nessie and Alex behind for too long, as we see. Whoa! Nessie managed to get that move cleanly done, as we see Ricey's under heavy attack from Alex at this point. Defending and attacking at the same time is not the easiest job to do in racing. As Ricey goes very wide, and Alex just takes the spot without any issues at all, moving him up to 4th, and Ricey losing 2 spots. We have Too Fast in front of Mung now, so Mung might be struggling a little bit with the car. It is not an easy car to drive. That's something I can attest to. Oh, as we see speed there, just drifting through turn 1. Very temperamental. Can they make 15 minutes before they enter the pits? It's going to be interesting to see. Everyone is below half tank now. Probably going to be a high refuel. Mercer in 11th now, Mickey down in 12th. I must say the liveries tonight are just simply amazing to look at. So back to Gary, and it looks like Gary has this in the grasp of his hand right now. We have Nessie, Alex, and Ricey all in a tight train line. Look at how close Alex is at this point. Maybe he's going to go for a move soon on Nessie. Nessie does have a surprising amount of fuel left. Let's see, oh yeah, Ricey's burning fuel. Whew. Just look at how twitchy the cars are out of the first turns. I really do hope in Gran Turismo 7, where we can add new brakes, suspension, and aerodynamics, that the cars will be a lot better to drive in the N classes and the X classes, because in Gran Turismo Sport you basically can do, well, nothing to the cars other than just power them up, lighten the weight, or increase the weight. That's about it. So I'm really looking forward to Gran Turismo 7, where you can, where we can all go back to basics, tune the cars, put on new brakes, most of all, have the cars actually turn and stop. And it's going to be a good thing. I think the Sunday League races will really shine when we return in Gran Turismo 7. let's take a look at Too Fast. He is all by his lonesome. Mung has used a hell of a lot of tires and looks to be ready for a pit stop very shortly. He's going for yet another lap. Same with Lowell. And Speed is among the first to go into the pits. He's had enough. And we see Mercer also going into the pits. Will Mickey follow? He is struggling, but he goes in. Come back with Linus E again. I think, yeah, Nessie's catching up with Cartman, and Cartman's struggling with tires. Cartman is actually struggling with tires for once. What usually destroys Cartman, even though he's one of the absolute fastest in Tier 1 at the moment, is his pit strategies. Always seems to burn him. I can pretty much say the same thing about myself in races I join. The pit strategy really murders my my finishing position in the races. So that's definitely a thing I need to work with as well. I do love Nessie's livery though. I love liveries with a stripe that is different from the front and the back. As we see Gary going into the pits, Cartman into the pits, 7%, 16%, 18%, 7% fuel. So these cars burn a lot of fuel. As we see Alex is going to try and go for yet another lap. Will he have enough fuel for... will he have enough fuel for a lap or maybe 2 more to go? Or will this be his final flying? At least he will be out for 15 minutes. That is the biggest win, to try and stay out for 15 minutes. Get the 1 stop in. Too Fast also staying out. Same with John. John will definitely have to go in after this one. The tires and fuel are looking mighty low and need some refuel and tire changes. We have Gary in 4th now. We have Linusy in 5th, and they have Linusy has actually topped off his tank. Gary has not. We have Cartman right behind Nessie. This could be interesting. Maybe we could have a fight between Nessie and Cartman. So Cartman lost a position in the pit stop to Nessie's favor. And there we have Alex into the pits. Too Fast into the pits. John William Megan will also go in, I think. That he does. Let's see. There we have Gary. He's going to regain first. He also has the best lap time of 1:45.5. And let's stick with the fight between Nessie and Cartman. Go for a little onboard action with Cartman. Very good driving from Cartman there. Will he be able to get close enough to Nessie to pounce? I think the dirty air might be an issue as well. And we both have two drivers that are pretty damn equal on pace. Alex there in front of Ricey. We have Too Fast. He's caught up a little bit to Ricey and Alex. Mung still in 7th. Speed 140. A little power in front of John. Here we have Mercer and Mickey. He has thrown in the towel. Like I said before, these cars are not easy to drive. As we see, Nessie is still in front of Cartman. Cartman is closing in though. Look at how close he is. He's just barely kissing Nessie's bumper at this point. Look at how close Cartman is. He's go for a move into the hairpin. I think Nessie has a little better line out of the hairpin than Cartman. Cartman wasn't able to make the move stick fully. A very good attempt from Cartman though. He'll have to find a better spot possibly to get past. Just figure out where he can brake a little bit later than his opponent. Maybe you should invite him for a date or something, Cartman, before you get that close to his rear end. It's gonna be close between them. Nessie has the inside. Cartman is all over Nessie at this point. He also has to try and preserve a little bit more fuel as well. There's 8 minutes remaining. He's got the inside into the final turn. And looks like Cartman has it, but he goes very wide. He's going to lose a lot of speed from that. Nessie's going to be right on this bumper. Or maybe Nessie backed off a little bit. I think perhaps Nessie backed off a little bit. Let's check down the field. We see Alex is all by his lonesome, just in front of Ricey and Too Fast. Too Fast is on the move and on the hunt for 5th. Dirty air seems to play in a factor here. It's to be difficult for Too Fast to get too close. Like we saw with Cartman, he had to do it outside of slipstream range, or out of slipstream. Can't say it enough. These are some beautiful machines to look at. as we heard some squealing from Alex, and Ricey goes very wide. Taking a look back here with Ricey. Oh yeah, he just breaks himself late into that turn. Basically telling too fast. Here you go, take my spot. And Too Fast didn't hesitate, and he got himself up into fifth as we see Ricey almost drifting through the last turn. And we have Mung. Will John be able to get past Lol Power? We see Nessie and Cartman still fighting, or was that just some... no, that was just my imagination. John is eager, but he's so nice. You can see how nice John is. He doesn't want to make a move. He doesn't want to make contact, so he backed off. It's not easy to get past on this track. I know for sure. Know that for a fact. That doesn't stop John from trying. We do see Speed in the background. He's catching up to Egan, John, and Lol. Trying so hard not to say Megan, but it's just baked into me right now. As we see John is going for a move into the last turn. Lol Power there. Oh, and oh, good cutback. But with all this fighting, we have Speed right behind. Suddenly they've gone from attack to attack and defense. Ooh, a little drift from John. Oh, and John just loses it. John just loses it. The car is difficult to drive. The tire wear is starting to kick in again. With these two fighting, Lol Power could get some breathing room from these two. So we see Ricey, Too Fast, Alex, and we have Nessie just behind Cartman now. Will Nessie try to go for a move to get himself back? Whoa! What in the... Taking a look back with Sir Gary. What in the... What's happened to Gary? Oh, and he's... Oh, no! Oh, wow. Nice save, but... oh, he lost a lot of time. Now he's got to defend against Alex. And Alex makes that easy. Oh, and Gary goes wide again. Now we have a three-way battle for first. I don't think Cartman ever expected this though. Holy crap. From being second to suddenly first. And now we got Alex in the mix. Thanks to the mistakes and some fighting, Alex has caught up. And Gary's just dropping off. It's not going to be good for Gary. I'm thinking Gary's screaming underneath that helmet right now. A lot of dirty German curse words. The only German curse word I know, and sorry for saying it, is Scheiße. I think I said that right. I'll probably get a talking to in Discord if I said it wrong. So for all Germans in the world and for the two on track, I'm sorry for the mispronunciation. As we see Nessie going for a move on the inside into the last turn, and we see Alex drifting through the last turn. Let's take a look back with Alex himself. What in the world did he do? Is the dirty air in effect here, or is he just too eager on the throttle? Let's take a look. As we see him, the rear end just kicked out and he struggles to get back on track. Wow. So good a race from Alex, and then one tiny mistake screws up his entire race. Wow, wow, wow. As we go back to the fight for first with Nessie and Cartman, and Nessie's in first now. So, yeah, a lot of action at the end of the race. We have one lap remaining. And, wow, the action has been, yeah, awesome at the end. And Gary's closing in on the top two. Cartman is losing time to Nessie, but Cartman has a lot more tire wear. Let's see if Nessie can hold off Cartman, and Cartman can hold off Gary. Gary's right up his rear bumper, right up the back alley and back gearbox, everything. As we see Cartman with the dive bomb of the century, and what in the world? No! Oh, maybe he hit the brakes a little too late, but a good win from Nessie, a good second from Cartman, third for Gary, fourth for Too Fast, fifth for Ricey, and Alex in sixth. As we see Ricey drifting again through the last turn, and Alex is going to get seventh and Monk sixth because of a penalty. John William Egan there in eighth. We have Speed 140. He's about to run out of fuel, and it looks like he's been into the pits as well. So, yeah, fresh tires. Lowell Power has run out of fuel! Lowell Power has run out of fuel, ladies and gentlemen. He is out of fuel. As we see Mercer coming home to take 10th. Lowell Power will come home in 11th. We have Mickey in 12th. Thank you all for watching so much, and come back next week. Bye-bye.